Yo, yo. Yo, what's good? What's good with it? Hopefully y'all can hear me. Cause I can't really hear myself right now. But what up? What up? Hey man, yo, it's King Ford, man. I'm back. It's been a minute for real. For real, for real. I've been needing to drop some more shit. I've been playing. I've been taking days off. Whatever the case, bro. It ain't good though. Bad business. But what's good with it? What up, Jay? See you on here. Car on Instagram. Let me go in here and make all this shit public on Facebook and all that shit. Cause it's been a minute. I ain't even gonna hold you. This shit public. What's good though? What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? You ready for the game tomorrow? Hopefully you are. Got big game, dog. Big game. Can y'all hear me though? Can you hear me? Can you hear me pretty good? Or no? Make sure you can hear me. Oh yeah, you can hear me. Yo, so what up? What up? So, like I said, man, I know it's been a minute since I've been live. But life been life. I ain't lying. It's been a minute. But I wanted to get on here today. I've been coaching. A lot of y'all know. And the season coming to an end or whatever. Tomorrow is actually our final game. It's been a long ass season, man. Long season, but it's definitely been worth it for sure. It's been quite the journey for sure. And I've been looking to try to get some people on here. I wanted to get some other coaches on here so I can really like bounce around some ideas with them. So we could really discuss, you know what I'm saying, how it might have been with their first coaching experience versus my first coaching experience. So we could talk about it. What up? What's good? What's good, Mikey? What's up with it? Want to get on here and like really just kind of bounce around some ideas and kind of like share our experiences so we could really kind of like, you know what I'm saying, make it a thing. Because it's obviously was my first year coaching. And it was challenging, but it was rewarding. What's good, Donnie? Challenging but rewarding. But it's a lot of things really that I kind of wanted to discuss pertaining to the coaching situation. Everything that kind of transpired. It was definitely way more good than bad. And I don't even really say it was bad. What's up, Tinez? I won't even say it was bad for real. I really want to say it's more so like more of a learning experience. Cause I really like learned a lot from that situation. Like I said, man, I got a lot of kids on my team or whatever. And it's crazy how it happened because I really ended up getting a coaching spot kind of like right around almost time for tryouts for real. So I ain't even really know it's gonna happen like that. Lance had asked me to help, you know what I'm saying, pop in to practice here and there and help him out. So I did that. And then one day we had a meeting, told me I had to fill out some paperwork since I'm gonna be around or whatever. So I went, you know what I'm saying, obviously. And when I got there, he was just like, "Oh yeah, you the head coach for the JV." And it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, caught me off guard. I didn't really have an option at that point, but it was something he seen in the situation that I didn't see. So, long story short, man, it ended up working out. So I get to pick the team. We had tryouts. Like I said, I didn't even know none of the players' names yet because I really just kind of like jumped in the fire for real. Did tryouts. You know what I'm saying? We picked our team or whatever. And shit, man, it just kind of like went from there. All I could judge off of was what I seen talent wise, you know what I'm saying, on the surface. Only a couple of tryouts or whatever. So it was unbiased. Everybody I picked was like straight unbiased. It was just based on solely what I seen or what I thought, you know what I'm saying, would work or that I could probably do something with. So we had tryouts. I picked the team. I don't know, I can't even remember how many people I picked initially. I think it was like, I want to say it was like 14 or something like that. Picked 14 players. A lot of players that I personally like, I like their game, something about their game anyway that I like. Roll with that. And then shit, man. It was tough at first because I really didn't want to. I didn't really want to say too much. I didn't want to say too much because I didn't really want to say the wrong thing because I understand who I am as a person and I understand how I speak. And the last thing I wanted to do was offend somebody or have somebody parent offended at the way that I deliver or the way that you know what I'm saying, that I kind of give the game or my delivery. However, you know what I'm saying, however you want to put it. So I didn't want to do it because of that. Not to mention, I had some past experiences doing the coaching thing that just wasn't it for me. You know what I'm saying? So I would always get asked to help coach a team. And then when I'm kind of like reserved and not saying much, then I'm always empowered to say more. And then as soon as I say more, then it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We don't want you to say nothing type situation. So I was really just trying to avoid that happening again if I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. So I really tried to stay away from it. So when I first got into it, I wasn't saying much. Like I rarely talk, to be honest. But you know what I'm saying? Lance was like, know what I mean, you gotta talk more, this, that, and the third. So I mean, that's what I did. But keep in mind, I didn't really want to do that because I just came out of a situation where I thought I was, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was given that same type of leeway or that same type of green light to speak, and it just wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. That's happened to me twice, but this time, man, it kind of like it flowed. It went straight. I got a whole lot of players, man, that kind of like they grew. They got better as players, they got better as people. And that was really like the main thing I went into that shit really for. That's the only thing I wanted. I just wanted a handful of kids that could get better in some way. Like even if it wasn't but a step better or an inch better, that's what I wanted. So that's kind of like what I roll with. Know what I mean? So I really had some real good kids. But it was a couple questions. The reason for this pod really also is to answer a few questions that I was asked. And I was kind of like, you know what? Instead of me just answering those questions, I'll just go live and kind of answer them questions or whatever. So first question was, I was asked, how was the experience? So the experience was a great experience. We won a lot of games, but we still got a game left tomorrow. So we hope, fingers crossed, we're gonna win that game. But we won a lot of games. We lost some games. We had a lot of it was a lot of grinding with that shit. It was like every single day practice and games and checking schoolwork, and I'm trying to make sure cats ain't using crazy language. Like these mothers be coming in here. These kids, man, they talk worse than us for real. So I'm trying to monitor language, how people speaking, how they speaking to each other, how they speaking in the hallways or like in the lobby or whatever. Cause I don't work at the school, but when I'm there, I gotta make sure I'm watching how they speaking to each other. You know what I'm saying? Kind of managing those competitive moments when they want to just go at each other neck, saying all kind of craziness, like trying to manage that. Like, so the experience was good. You don't really realize how much time you spending with people, kids, until you in that position. I was always a player, So I guess when I think about it in my mind, I can recall that I was around the coach probably more than I was around my parents. And that's a fact. That's kind of like how it was. So I'm really like just like monitoring everything, bro. Like I'm monitoring grades and everything. So I think that made the experience good. And then the next question is, what did you learn? What I can say I learned from the experience altogether is patience, because I have none. You know what I'm saying? But throughout that process, bro, I got a lot of patience. I feel like I have a lot more patience than I had for sure. Cause before that, bro, man, listen, I ain't had no patience. Cause I got 4 kids of my own. So basically I go from having 4 kids of my own and boom, instantly, we talking 13, 14 kids. So definitely a lot of patience and a whole bunch of different personalities and you know what I'm saying? Like I got kids that think they know everything. I got kids that think they don't never do no wrong. I got a kid that every time I tell him he did something wrong, he make a face like I'm tripping. Like all that been going on like the whole season, bro. So I had to have some patience with it because man, listen, it's some stuff that I let slide that I would have never let slide with my kids ever in life. But I tried to step on a lot of the shit that was going on, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like I don't really know how their lives are at home. Like what's allowed at their crib. So, you know what I'm saying? I just only could only manage what's going on in my house. You feel me? So in which my house at that time, my extended version of my house would be the gym. You know what I'm saying? The team, having the team around or whatever. So the next question is, would you do it again? Yeah, be where you right for sure. But the question is, would you do it again? So I got a lot of players that, well, one player in particular, he's asked me probably about 3 times during the season, like, coach, you gonna be back next year? And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never one to like lie. And I'm always gonna be honest, you know what I'm saying, with my players or whatever. He asked me like, am I gonna be back? And I told him like, yo, like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. The reason why I don't know, it has nothing to do with coaching itself, but it has everything to do with job. You know what I'm saying? With my employment. So where I work at right now, my contract is supposed to be up in September. So if I work this contract all the way to September, when that contract ends, the season won't even be unstarted yet. So ultimately, I'm gonna have to find another place of employment or another department where I work. That other department might take me to a whole different type of availability. Like I might not be able to do it because I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. So I just tell them the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Um, so but would I like to? Yeah, absolutely. Because I feel like I done kind of like started that process with them and I started getting them to understand. I think that they're in a place now, like to the point where I wish we had like 10 more games for real. We had like 10 more games. Like I got a whole nother team now. Like I got a player right now. I got a kid named Jaden right now who is like if you could see where he was at in game number 1 and then to see where he's at right now, like right now he like 6th man, 7th man worthy right now, like could get starter minutes because he's playing like that type of basketball. Like he's doing like the stuff that it take to play in the game. Like he playing defense, he rebounding. You know what I'm saying? No, he's not like the greatest scorer, but like I don't need him to do that. Like you could literally just be a defender and you can get hella minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's like him. Then I got a kid, Monroe. Like Monroe got there. Like, yeah, he's always been like a big physical dude because he's a football player. But like now he like starting to understand like the game for real. Like they're really locking in on the things I've been telling them all this time. So now he's like at that level. Like if we played 10 more games, we win at 8 out of 10 easily. So those guys, and then I got a kid named Duncan. You know what I'm saying? He done got better. We started out, he was kind of like scary, kind of seemed like, but like now I feel like he at that point. So like, bro, I just really done. I got some people that's done transformed for real. I got a kid named Braylon. Got a kid named Braylon. He always been good his whole life. So then he get to high school, he kind of hit that wall, like, oh shit. But then I'm like navigating him to get around it, like, okay, boom, you need to do this. So all he did was kind of like adjusted his talents to fit what I'm trying to like explain to him. And now he's like, boom, just like that. Now I feel like he's at that point, like he's at that point now where he can play the one and the two. He can play the one and he instantly can change gears, and now he can control the offense. He get other people involved. Probably one of the best passers on the team as far as like creating for somebody else. Like, then I got a kid named Mel. Mel just, at first he was just a big bruiser. You know what I'm saying? Get a ball to him in the paint, he gonna just bang with you, you know what I'm saying? He gonna get his lays or whatever, but he ain't really understand the game for real. He just was a bully. But now he can hit the three with his feet set. He understand what people supposed to be, understand pace. He understand when to go, when to chill. Like, everybody gonna have their moments when they gonna try to do the extra to make a play, because that's just kind of like how that comes with the territory a little bit. But like, he understand, bro. So like, now he a way better player than he was at the beginning. And I can really just go down the line. Like, I got player after player after player who's grown as a player. Which brings me to my next question. It was, what was the goal? The goal was for me to make sure that everybody who on my team, they got one step better than what they were, whether that is on the basketball court or if that's, you know what I'm saying, in real life. I feel like that happened. Everybody on my team right now, they all are like better than they were, because I even got some players who I went to the games last year and watched them never get in the game, and now they're impacting the game, like, for me, and they didn't even get on the court last year. Like, I got a kid named Nick, bro. He grind it out, bro. Yeah, he got some times when he play around too much or whatever, like, and he kind of like get off track, but like, bro, he's there. He understand, bro. He know what he gotta do to play. He know what he gotta do to change the game. You feel me? Like, so they at that point. So and then the last question was, what's your record? I think right now, my record is on JV. Our record is 11-6. 11-6-1. We had a tie because it was an overtime situation at the beginning of the season. They ain't let us play it out. They tried to do like sudden death or something like that. The other coach was like, he didn't want to do it. So we just kind of agreed to end the game at that point, because it wasn't no way I was about to let my team put in all their work, all 4 quarters, stepping on shit, just to let the other team throw up a prayer and hit the game winner, and we lose after all the hard work we put in that whole game. So I was okay with us not finishing that or whatever. That's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? Some of the players was like, why we ain't play, coach? And it was hard for me to kind of explain it to him right then why I ain't want to do it. I'm like, bro, I ain't about to, hell no. Y'all put in all that work. We ain't about to take no stupid ass L off a lucky shot because we doing sudden death. Like, it was trash. So I ain't want to do it. So I definitely went ahead and chalked that up and just took the tie. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. But but yeah, man. So this whole process, bro, it's been a different type of process for me anyway. It's all new. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I know the game. I know the game of basketball. So it ain't really that hard for me to teach it. And I got a good group. I got a young group. They willing to listen. You know what I'm saying? They willing to do whatever it is and I'm telling them to do. And now on the varsity team, you know what I'm saying, it's a little bit more difficult because they're older. So we're kind of jumping in at the back end of some of their careers, their high school careers anyway. And it's like, I don't think they really fully bought in to listen to what we gotta say. Like, I don't think they truly, truly believe what we're saying is what it is. You feel me? That's what make it way more difficult for the varsity. Now JV, they like, I really think at this point they like, yo, coach, you know what I'm saying? We believe you. You know what I'm saying? You saying this, we know. You know what I'm saying? We know it's gonna work. Like, so that's why everything we do, it just look a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Even if it don't work, it still look good while we were trying to make it work. So yeah, bro, it's just end of the day, bro, it's a good situation. If I do end up coming back, which I hope I get a chance to come back, honestly, I think that'll really that'll help them grow for sure. Because I want to see them boys like I want to like see them graduate the varsity and do that thing there. So yeah, man, it's that's kind of like where I'm at with it. And if anybody in the Concord area tomorrow, man, make sure y'all pull up and check out the boys, man. It's the JV last game for sure. Like for sure, it's the last game. And it's at West Cabarrus High School tomorrow. We play at 4:30. So the boys ain't really had no big crowd and away games other than family. So y'all make sure y'all definitely come out there and check it out. And another thing, I think if I'll go ahead and answer another question, which like what was the most difficult part about coaching? The most difficult part about coaching, bro, it ain't even the kids for real. Like the kids willing to listen. You know what I'm saying? You got one or two here and there, you know what I'm saying, that think what you saying is BS. But bro, it ain't even the kids for real. The kids ain't even like what make it hard for real. What make coaching difficult? Bro, it's the parents for real. And I'm just gonna keep it tall. It ain't all of the parents. Don't get it twisted. Like it ain't like it's just all of them because it ain't. You know what I'm saying? But it is some of the parents. I think some of the parents make it difficult because it's like as a parent, bro, you're gonna see different things because your perspective is tainted because you're biased because it's your kid in most cases. You know what I'm saying? So they make it difficult. Granted, I haven't had any experience like me personally. I haven't had to deal with anything personally because they don't say anything to me per se. But I always got people in the stands that I always overhear what people saying, and I always catch word of what's going on. So the parents make it more difficult. And then throughout the season, I kind of will find myself putting certain people in or doing certain things, trying to appease. I ain't gonna say appease. Maybe sometimes it was to appease the parent, but it also, for the most part, it was for me to put them in so that the parent can see, yo, okay, hey, get a load of what such and such doing now. Look at him, and I'll leave him in and let you watch him like make his mistakes and things like that, because it ain't nothing wrong with being a few steps behind what everybody else is at. There's nothing wrong with that because everybody got to start at a different place to get where they're trying to go, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing because there are kids on the lineup that are better than you. Like I played sports my whole life. There was a point in time where I wasn't the one who was playing the most. I was the weaker player, so I didn't play as much. Like I think everybody done been through that. If you done been through the gauntlet for real, you done been there. So I'll leave them in so you can see. You see the mistakes. You see them out there crashing and burning. And I really, really hate to even put a kid in a situation that I know he's not ready for. But it's like once you start hearing all the heckling and all the things that parents are saying, bro, it just kind of like inspires you to put them in there so you can see. Like, yeah, just see for yourself. Since you think I don't know what I'm doing, okay, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? We could talk about it after that. But what's up? What's up, Jaquil? What up with you, bro? But like, I think that might be the most difficult part. It's kind of like trying to like please parents. And I really shouldn't even feel like I had to do that, like to please parents. But sometimes I do that. Like the kids ain't necessarily complaining for real because the ones that aren't playing, like we literally have discussions all the time, and I'm actually actively encouraging them to fix the things that they need to fix in order to play, telling them what their flaws are. I ain't just going out here not telling the kids nothing, just letting them run around looking crazy. Like, bro, the kids that aren't getting that much playing time for me, like, they know exactly why they're not, and they know exactly what they need to do to fix it. That's the most important thing in my eyes anyway. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta, like, inspire the kids to do better by highlighting the areas that they're I'm not gonna use the term weak in because that sounds a little harsh, but highlight the areas of opportunity so that they're able to, you know what I'm saying, fix those things. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got though, y'all. Like, yeah, like the parents is what make it difficult for real. Um and to be real, is most of the time it ain't even the parents who like it ain't even the parents who like competed at a high level. Most time it's parents who just are parents. They're just parents that weren't players when they were in there, when they were undergrads or when they were, you know what I'm saying, high school students. Like when they were preps, they were not even athletes probably, and them the ones who mainly had the most issues with everything. But like, I don't know. I'm just always want to. I don't mind having a conversation. So like any parent could easily just, you know what I'm saying, came into me all year, had a conversation, and we could have been straight from there. But a couple things that I can say that I'll change moving forward. First thing that I would change moving forward is I would make sure that I have like that big parent meeting, the big parent meeting at the beginning of the season, the coaches meeting when the parents involved and all that. And we weren't able to do that because when we first came into this thing, like it was all new to me, if I'm gonna be totally honest. Everything was new to me. It was a whole new situation. Like I didn't really know what steps to take, what process to take. I didn't really know the athletic director. I didn't know anything for real. I didn't even know the kids' names on my team. It took me like a month to learn everybody's name for real. So I would change that. I would have a parent meeting. Primarily so the parents can put a name with a face and they can understand who I am. So you can actually feel my energy day one. So you can understand like who I am as a person. So you ain't gotta guess my temperature at the games or base my temperature off what your kid might or might not say when they come home. I want you to really feel my energy and understand who I am off the rip. You gonna know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can know, okay, yeah, cool, we can have conversations. But I also understand, like, I stand on business too. Like, you gotta really understand and feel my energy for that. So I want to have that. That's kind of like a tone setter. I'll make sure I have the the parent coach meeting at the beginning of the year. Secondly, I'll make sure that I do way more like summertime workout type situations. Like we ain't get to do none of that. We ain't had no summer workouts. We ain't get to do none of that. And the reason why we ain't get to do none of that is because my head coach, he didn't get his position until way late. So we didn't get to do no summer, no preparation, no nothing. Like we didn't even get a whole summer. We literally just got like a small amount of time. Even the little bit of summer workouts we done, it was prior to him getting the position. He was just doing that off the strength, just because he just wanted to make sure that they were prepared, whether he got the job or not. So summer workouts, and I'll try to get a better relationship with the athletic director so that I can ensure that we get in the proper amount of time. Because one thing that I did feel like that the resources and the time was limited as far as like being able to prepare them, getting them ready for it. So that's just my personal experience. There's no knock to the the school or no knock to like nothing that they got going on. It's just I'm saying me personally, I think that the more time put in, the better the results. So with that being said, it's like, you know what I'm saying, when you start dealing with these bigger schools and these big programs, they have their players are literally putting in the work on a regular basis. Like they're literally like putting in way more work, or the facilities are larger, so they don't have to necessarily basketball don't have to stop because another sport is going, or et cetera, et cetera. Another sport don't have to stop because basketball is going. Everybody has equal time to prepare, to compete, to not only win on this level, but to prepare yourself for the next level. Like I'll try to like do a better job at coordinating that part of it. so everybody can get their work, so everybody can be happy, so everybody can be successful. So that's probably about the only things that I would change if I could do it all over again, for sure. Well, God willing, I can do it over again next season. If that happens, those are the things that I'm gonna make sure I do. And the reason why is because, like I said, bro, like, we're behind the 8 ball for real. So we struggled varsity. We struggled this season, and primarily because we didn't have everybody wasn't bought into the situation for real. That's part of it. Obviously, I'll take the blame, and part of it could be coaching. You know what I'm saying? It could be me for real. Um, it could be a lot of things, bro. But being the coach, I ain't gonna blame no kid. I'll take the blame for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, moving forward, we do need to have more people buying in. So then that'll make the situation a little bit easier. Got more people buying in, more people gritty. Like on my JV team, I got some dogs. Some dogs. They gritty. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have a little bit more of that all the way across the board. We get that moving forward, we'll be straight, bro. So but yeah, man, I ain't really got a whole lot for real. I just want to jump on here. Like I said, I ain't had an episode in a minute. And I've been wanting to talk about this coaching thing for a little bit for real. That's why I wish I had more people so I could really bounce around ideas. I might do another episode for real. I want to bounce around ideas. I want them to tell me like the struggles they had, the things they done to overcome those struggles. Like, you know what I'm saying? What made the situation like a little bit better, a little bit easier. I want to know those things from coaches that I respect. You know what I'm saying? I got like Tone up in Greensboro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a couple people for real. Then you got Jaleel, he do wrestling in Salisbury. Then you got Jarvis, he do basketball in North Rand, women's basketball. We got a few people, man. Craig Johnson, he do some youth work with the little kids. Like we got a whole bunch of joint going on. I want to bounce ideas and touch bases with these people so I can rub elbows and understand different ways I can do things. I wish I had access to my old coaches. You know what I'm saying? I've reached out to my old coach, my JUCO coach. I hadn't really got a response back from him. These are people that I like to speak to so I can find out different things, because the way that they were able to move our team, we brought people from all over the world and put them all on one team. He was able to bring everybody together and everybody to buy in, and everybody had success. And we ain't know them from a can of paint before we got there. Those are the people that I want to have conversations with. Like, bro, I remember being on your team, but how the hell did you get us to all buy in and do what you needed us to do in such a short amount of time? Like, how, you know what I'm saying, how you do it? You know what I'm saying? I got a homie, one of my teammates, KJ, he coached at West Ardell. You know what I'm saying? I want to get that going. Yeah, nah, for sure, Rod. Parent meeting before the season is always a great idea. I want to make sure I do that, just so I can kind of like get a feel for everybody. Everybody can get a feel for me, so they can really understand who is looking over their kids. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Like I got a bunch of coaches that I wanna chop it up with, figure it out. Coach McCutcheon, he was my coach in JUCO. He coached the women's at Catawba College. Like, it's a lot of people that I know, a lot of people that can really, like, you know what I'm saying, put me on game with a lot of different things. And then my son, both my sons are juniors on varsity right now. They both got a lot of growing they need to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to prepare them and prepare the rest of the team, and it's just doing a lot of different things at one time. So definitely could use some advice from some coaches to help me get all that shit in order. Because I definitely think my kids could play on the next level. Not sure exactly which level yet, because you know what I'm saying, I'm still gauging. I don't want to put a cap on it yet because they still got time to grow. But I do believe both of them could play somewhere, whether it's from D3, NAIA, D2, D1, wherever. I think that they could play somewhere. And honestly, with my middle son, BJ, if BJ can limit turnovers, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, he good enough to be mid-major D1, primarily because he a 6'3" point guard. So he got the size. He just got to limit the turnovers. When he do that, I think he could play anywhere. That's just being real. Braylon is gonna be a lot better. Saying he had to take a whole year off last year. So he grinding. He done got way better on this part of the season than he was at the beginning. So I know where they can go. The reason why I know where they can go because I know what DNA they got. You know what I'm saying? They me. So I know what they gonna do. I just try to make sure I'm getting everybody else on pace and prepared. My nephew Q, I know what he gonna do. I know what he capable of being. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we got a good nucleus, and I just look forward to all of that shit lining up. And I think we'll be just fine for real. You know what I'm saying? Lance know the game. I think putting the two minds together, that shit gonna be straight. Even with Tone know the game. But we'll be straight. We literally like a transfer or two away from being that deal for real. Like we literally, if we have one big man just say, "Hey, coach, I want to come play for y'all," man, it's raps for everybody. We get one. So any of y'all see this video, any of y'all, hey, if you move into the Kannapolis area, we're one transfer away from smacking shit. So there you go. You can do whatever you want to do with that information. but yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I'm about to sign out, wrap this shit up. Feel free to, you know what I'm saying, continue to comment or whatever, I'll react or whatever. Make sure y'all catch the podcast on every platform. You can get it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, bro, you name it. It don't even matter. Just make sure you go follow, like, comment, all that good stuff, man. Because I'm about to try to start back getting my episodes back active again. You know what I'm saying? I've been gone for a minute. But I appreciate y'all sliding through, man. So I'm about to slide out of here. 2K is calling my name. If you want smoke, anybody on my JV team, y'all want smoke, bro, hit me up. I'm gone.